stream. Sorry about that. I don't know how it crashed, but it did. So, barely visible. Ah, how cute. Yeah. Oh. They're just friends. Number 5 becomes the number 9. Number 9. Yeah, I don't know how, but the live stream crashed. I think the silly birds were too much for the game to handle. Until he stops adjusting the slider. Yeah, the game crashed. It's more appealing to me. I'll take that one. Do I know what time it is? Yes, it is the correct time. Yeah. No. Anything but yes. Sure, I'll help. Will you come back to visit me? Sure. Okay, we done? Okay, I think we're done. Mom? What? What do you mean by that? The butchery.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked where he was
oh wow, that's a lot of people. You all migrated, did you?
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427.
Okay, let's get out of here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Huh? That's new. Weird. So, the silly birds broke the stream.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yet
okay, so we're gonna do the ending again.
Either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay. Alright. No broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, so you can't access it. Huh?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Nope,
that
never.
kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Yep. He's just casually doing it.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Time to go in. It's showtime. Well, time for our last one down here, I believe.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Because
This
this is all a
question would not
dream.
go unanswered for long.
Away we go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes, he did. La 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 la, whatever. Yep.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Let's have a look then.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay, let's go up.
This
Let's
mind
go and
control
fix this.
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Let's go.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, let me see if I can find 3. Where's the number 3? Is that it? There. 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, I've got no other ideas. Oh, well, there's got to be a 4 then. Where's the 4? 1, 2. Okay, that's 3. I know. Oh well, I give up on 4. Well.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his... Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yep.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Oh no.
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your
Okay,
story
let's
now.
get out of here.
Shape it to your heart's desires.
5.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More
1.
time to talk about you,
2.
about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
That's 4.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Dang.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
4.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds
5.
left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Put backup power. Oh.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you.
Come on.
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
3.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Oh no.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Up. Well, at least my controller stopped vibrating. So is there actually a way to beat that?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't know now then. I've done everything I can even think of. Okay, I think I know what to do.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wait. Oh, okay, I soft-locked myself. Hey. I have no idea what I'm doing. Geronimo.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yep. Stanley is so cool.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hold on.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let me give something a look. Da, 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 da. Okay, alright. I'm gonna give it a look and see if I can find some engines I haven't gotten. Hold on. Do, 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 do. Go to the left, and I cannot read that. Oh wait, no, I've already done that. So go. This is a bit confusing. Okay, so apparently I need to go to boss's office for one of them. With bucket. Okay, bucket.
Stanley's bucket. The only co-worker he would ever truly need. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay. So I need to go down. Okay, how's this work? Okay, so I'm still here. Hold on, I need to search a video on how this elevator works. Sorry, I'll be there soon, okay? Okay, so I gave it a look, and apparently this isn't actually an ending. So, we're just gonna do something else.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Well,
room.
something to do
Perhaps
with
he had
this.
simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, alright, hold on. Oh wow, I missed one that was been right under our noses this whole time. Okay, here we go.
All of his co-workers...
No. Oh, okay. Alright, that's the thing I wanted.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
What? Okay. Wow.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right, again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Get on to
Stanley
the
was
lift.
so bad at following directions, it's incredible
sure.
he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you...
Bye-bye.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Hold on, let me see.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Red door.
Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Well, I still have no idea what that phone call thing was about. I seriously cannot think of anything else. So, good.